What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to NXSTV. I'm DJ Jado, and I'm happy to say that I'm in here today with none other than the most talented violinist I have met yet so far in my career, Damien Escobar. What's going on, man?
I'm good, my brother.
That's what's up. Now, you told me earlier this is not your first time in Cincinnati.
That's right.
So you've been here before, but you haven't had Gold Star
I haven't had Gold
Grippos.
Stars. Nah.
I should have brung you a bag, man.
I mean, that would have been ideal.
Yeah, that would have most definitely.
I'm a little bit disappointed in you.
I'm sorry. Next time I got you though, for sure. Now you're originally from New York, still standing, born and raised.
Yep.
Now, how was it growing up in New York?
I mean, New York, that's a concrete jungle, man.
Right.
Like, you know, coming from New York, it's legitimate. If you can make it in New York, you literally can make it anywhere.
Right.
It's because the type of people New Yorkers are, like, we're very direct, we're straight to the point. So you have to have thick skin, especially when you step out and you're trying to do something innovative, because they're gonna be the first to tell you, hey, it's not gonna work.
Right.
So you gotta be able to have thick skin to believe in who you are and kind of push past that and persevere. And once you do push past, just like anything else, everybody jumps on the bandwagon. But New Yorkers will tell you if they love something, if they hate something. So for me, it kind of was a training ground.
Right. Now, I know you started out playing the violin at a very early age. How old were you when you started?
I was 6 years old when it was first introduced to me. I was 8 when I first started playing.
Okay. Now, you started out in a group with your brother.
That's right.
And how was that?
I mean, that being in that group was amazing, man. Like, it was a bridge for me getting to where I am now as a solo artist. I wouldn't trade those 10 years in for anything.
Now, one of your projects was called "From the Struggle from the Subway to the Charts."
Yeah.
Now, I know it's a struggle.
Yeah.
Could you explain to the people like your struggle about the different things that you went to get to where you at right now?
I mean, there's so many, man.
Right.
Wow. You know, I'll keep it short, but we all have that thing that we go through in life. You know, and life has multiple layers.
Right.
You know, so there's that first transitional period that you go through to establish you getting to that one point. And that one point of success for me was when I was in a group. You know, we had to overcome so much adversity, especially being African American.
Right.
Shout out to Black History Month. Being African American violinist, nobody thought it can work. They're like, nah, play basketball or rap. You guys don't do this.
Right.
So once we pushed past that, we became successful. You know, now we fast forward to what I like to call my rebirth. Was back in 2012 when the group disbanded. You know, that was a moment for me that kind of made me the guy, the artist I am today, because before that part, I was really arrogant. You know, I was super successful, and I was just like a lot of other young artists that started believing they were bigger than what they were doing. I lost it all. And I feel like, you know, for me, that was God humbling me. And they say, when God wants your attention, he makes you very uncomfortable.
Right.
And I was extremely uncomfortable. I lost everything. And I had to start all over when the group disbanded. And in me starting all over, I really had to look inside myself and figure out who I am. And that's the key thing, man. Like, when you do anything, you got to know who the hell you are.
You do.
Because a lot of people that's walking around that don't know who they are, and that's why they fall for everything. That's why it's so easy for people to walk in and tell them who they're not, because they don't have a foundation.
Because at the end of the day, you have to stand up for something or you'll fall for anything.
That's 100% facts.
Right.
And, you know, for me, I didn't have that sense of self, so I had to start all over. I had no money. But I just knew I was really good at playing the violin, and I wanted to find my sound in it as a solo artist. So I started my journey all over, man, and it's a blessing. You know, almost 4 years later, sitting here now and reestablishing myself as, you know, one of the best violinists in the world. And, I mean, of course, with that comes success, comes money, but that's not the motivation for me anymore at this stage in my life. You know, I look at what I do as healing. You know, the messages I get from my fans are like, look, you healed me. I get messages from people multiple messages from people that say that I was going to commit suicide until I heard your music. I mean, when people reach out to you on that kind of level, if that doesn't do something for you, you know, that's beyond, you know, surface level money. That's not even real.
Right.
If it doesn't do something for you as a human being, then you're just heartless. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different for me now as an artist, man. It's really about the people. It's really about the music and the artistry. So yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Now we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Gonna pay some bills. We're gonna be right back with the world's best violinist, Damien Escobar. Make sure you keep it locked right here. It's NXSTV.